Welcome everyone and good morning. My name is Helen. This is a 45-minute all levels Vinyasa class. And in today's class, we'll be moving around our mat in different directions. So if you want to adjust the positioning of your mat, feel free. I like mine kind of perpendicular to whatever I'm looking at. So I'm not necessarily turning my back to you. So feel free to adjust accordingly. And this is called a mandala flow, around the world flow, around the mat flow. You can think of this as coming full circle in your life, in your practice, and a fantastic way to reset and see things in different ways or from a different perspective. So as you're ready, we're gonna get started today standing on whatever side of your mat you wanna start on. We're gonna move all the way around, so it doesn't really matter. Take a moment here to really settle into your feet. You can shift a little bit forward and back, side to side. And then find some stillness, a sense of groundedness. Feel that connection to the earth. Lengthen all the way up to the crown of your head. Arms can be by your side or palms together in front of your heart. Relax your shoulders. Eyes soft or closed. Start to tune in and notice what's happening internally, physically, mentally, energetically. Start to lengthen and deepen your breath. And if you like, turn on Ujjayi, that audible inhale and exhale. In and out through your nose. A slight constriction at the back of your throat. So you're controlling your breath, lengthening your breath, and creating a warming breath to connect body and mind. If there's any kind of intention you'd like to set for today's practice, this is a good time to do that. One more full round right here. Gently blink your eyes open or perhaps keep them closed if they're closed. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, stand a little taller. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees, hinge from your hips, fold all the way down. Lift halfway, breathe in, hands to shins or to the earth, spine really long. Exhale, fold once again, relax your head and neck. Inhale, rise, arms sweep high to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach overhead. With your right hand, find your left wrist, stretch up and over to your right, a standing half moon. Try to relax your shoulders. We'll breathe here for a few breaths. Stay even through your feet. Keeping that connection, that sense of groundedness, rootedness. Back to center, breathe in, release the grip. Exhale, left hand finds your right wrist, dive to your left, switch sides. Take that side bend over in the opposite direction. Feel length through your waist. Breathe into your ribs and intercostal muscles. And then take it all the way back to center, arms overhead, release your grip, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Let it all go down to the ground. Halfway lift, inhale, long spine. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back. Take a moment here. You might be on your fingertips. You might have palms down. Feel free to drop your back knee or keep it lifted as I'm keeping mine lifted. And maybe there's a little bit of movement, a shift forward and back, an adjustment of your hips, length through your spine. Find one more breath in. If your knee is down, lift it. As you exhale, turn to your right, so to the long edge of your mat. We're just gonna pass through this wide-legged forward fold all the way to the other end of your mat. So this time your right foot is forward. And again, feel free to drop your back knee, sink your hips, find movement. Remember to keep breathing. One more inhale. If your back knee's down, lift it up. Exhale, step forward, left foot meets your right, forward fold. Lift halfway, inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, relax everything down. Inhale, rise, upward salute, hands overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Reach to the sky, breathe in. As you exhale, eagle arms, right arm wraps below your left. You can hold opposite shoulders or you can connect the backs of your hands or palms. Lift your elbows as you inhale, little back bend. Keep your arms as you exhale, chair legs, round it forward, engage your core like a little standing crunch. Twice more, arms stay the same. Lift your elbows, straighten your legs, breathe in. Exhale, engage your core, round it forward. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stand tall, unwrap your arms. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down to your mat. Take a moment here to draw your right hip forward, left back. Lift your low belly, and then reach your arms to the sky. So supported or modified crescent lunge, you can gently sink your hips a little bit forward, but it doesn't have to be your deepest version of anything, still super early in our practice. Stay with arms lifted or begin to cactus your arms, open your chest, and breathe. Notice what you feel and where you feel it. Stay with the awareness, the connection, and the presence that you cultivated through your breath. Hands to the sky if they're in cactus, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Pivot your right foot behind you toward the long edge of your mats. Left arm all the way to the other side of your mat for a supported side plank. Pardon me, right hand. So you're on your right hand, right knee. Left leg is extended, left arm up to the sky. You can stay here. You're welcome to lift your left foot if you'd like a little bit more. Extend your left arm over your head. Breathe into your sides, turn on your obliques, your core muscles. Find that sense of support around your spine, a sense of lift away from the ground. One more big breath in. Exhale, release your left hand down, step to a high plank. So right foot steps back to meet your left. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Baby cobra, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Tabletop or high plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. A few rounds of breath here to move around. Pedal out through your legs. Feel length through your spine. Notice where you can create more space energetically with your mind, with your breath. And reconnect to your intention or reconnect to something to keep you present. A sensation, an awareness. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. Exhale, step, hop, or walk toward a forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Rise up, reach up, hands sweep high to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, just fold, relax your head and neck. Come back to standing, inhale, sweep, reach high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Arms to the sky, inhale. Left hand finds your right wrist, stretch up and over to your left to start this time, standing half moon. So rather than a forward bend or a side bend, see if you can really lean through your side, forward bend or back bend, find that nice side bend. Back to center, breathe in. Switch hands, take it to the other side. Inhale, arms overhead, release your grip. Exhale, dive forward, let it all go. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps back. So same option as last time. You're welcome to drop your knee down, find a little bit of movement, or just stay and feel, starting out pretty simple, relatively slowly. Another full round of breath. If your back knee is lowered, lift it, take an inhale, and then exhale, pass through your left side of the mat, take a wide-legged forward fold all the way to the other end of your mat. Left foot is forward in that low lunge. Same options here. One last time in this shape, you can drop your right knee, you can stay more upright, engaged. Notice if you're collapsing onto your thigh as I am, can you find a little bit of a lift, a length through your spine? If your back knee is lowered, lift it off the earth, take an inhale, and exhale, step forward, right foot meets your left, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, hands high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Arms overhead, breathe in. Eagle arms, left arm below your right. Hold opposite shoulders or connect your hands, palms or back of your hands. Use your inhale to lift your elbows. Think little back bend, not super deep. Keep your arms, exhale, chair legs round forward. Use your core to puff up your spine. Twice more, arms stay the same. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend your knees, round forward. One more time, breathe in. And breathe it out. Unwind, stand tall, inhale, fill up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps back. Lower your left knee down. Take some time to even out your hips, engage your low belly, and reach your arms overhead. And then again, option to sink a little bit forward without overdoing it. Maybe you have to adjust your front foot. You can keep your arms lifted or take that cactus shape with your upper body. For me, this creates a little balance challenge, a little chest opener. I really have to focus my gaze, my drishti. If your arms are in cactus, inhale, reach them to the sky, and exhale, lower them down to the earth. Left foot pivots behind you. This time it is your left arm toward the other end of your mats. Right arm to the sky for that supported or modified side plank. You can stay. Imagine your shoulders stacked right over left, your hips stacked right over left. Maybe you lift your right foot, maybe you extend your right arm. Breathe, whatever you've chosen, stay with it. Hold on. One more full inhale. Exhale, both hands come down. Step it back to a high plank upper push-up. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, you're welcome to take it to your belly or halfway down. Cobra if you're on your belly, up dog if you went halfway, lift your heart. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Again, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step, hop, float toward a forward fold, feet toward hands. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, exhale, release. Stand up, reach up, full inhale. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. A moment here to adjust, reset your clothing, your breath, your stance. We went all the way around one direction, all the way around the other direction. We've got 2 more times like that, so 2 more little mini flows. We'll take our time, we'll be present. You can always modify and adjust. This is your time, your practice. Next, inhale, chair pose. Sink deep into your hips, arms to the sky. Exhale, eagle arms right below. Again, you can find opposite shoulders or maybe have a little bit more space to connect your palms or back of your hands. And then right thigh up and over your left. I'll keep my toes on the ground today. You're welcome to wrap your toes behind your calf if they reach. Just watch that your knees don't go way left. Can you bring them back to center so that elbows are stacked above your knees? Maybe sit deeper into your legs. Breathe here. Feel the sensation. One more full round of breath. Keep your arms. Inhale, lift your knee, kind of like a one-legged Tadasana with eagle arms. Exhale into Warrior 3 with eagle arms. Right foot reaches back. Imagine your fingertips reaching forward. And if this is funky or too much, feel free to release your arms, touch the ground, find a different variation. Notice what's happening with your right hip. Can you dial it down so your pinky toe points toward the earth, toward your mat, and really press back through your heel. Engage your lifted leg. Full breath in. Exhale, step back to Crescent Lunge. Right foot to the back of your mat. Arms unwind and reach to the sky. Notice how this feels. Lift your low belly, relax your shoulders. Breathe here. Full inhale. Exhale, open to Goddess Squat. Right heel pivots flat, toes slightly out, but you might have to adjust. Arms in a cactus shape. So my knees and toes are tracking in the same direction. Arms open up. Breathe here. You might sink a little deeper. You might lift one heel and then the other. Take one more inhale. Exhale, Crescent Lunge in the opposite direction. So turn your body, pivot onto your back toes, adjust as you need, arms to the sky. Left hip forward, right back. Find that evenness, that groundedness through your legs, strength and support. Inhale here. Exhale, lean forward, sweep your arms back. Try to really extend through your back heel and then forward through the crown of your head. So you've got a long line of energy. Keep your upper body the same. Take a breath in. As you exhale, left foot steps next to your right, so you're in like a chair plane pose. Full inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let everything go. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider, so they're in like a ragdoll position, or at least hip distance apart. And then you can hold opposite elbows, sway side to side, let your head and your neck go. Let your hands release to the ground. Lift yourself halfway, breathe in. As you exhale, right fingertips are palm down. It could be below your face, it could be more in front of your right foot, you decide. Bend your right knee, lift your left arm to the sky. Draw your left hip back, the crown of your head forward. Find more space, more length. One more inhale. Exhale, release it down. Lift halfway, breathe in. Same thing to the other side. Bend your left knee, left fingertips are palm down, in the middle or in front of your left foot, right arm to the sky. Imagine your spine growing longer, gently opening up in this twist, but not forcing it. And then from here, a little funky transition. You're gonna shift your weight into your left foot, your left hand, so you might need to adjust where it is. Start to flow your right foot behind you. So you can keep a bend in your left knee if you like. We're gonna open up to a half moon. Gaze down for stability, sideways or up for more challenge. Fall out, have fun with it, it's totally okay. Maybe get a little lighter on your left fingertips. Press into your right heel. Feel the space and length on both sides of your waist. Full breath in. Exhale to Warrior 2, big step back. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Arms reach out wide. Settle into the shape. Press through your feet. Reach through your fingertips even more. Breathe here. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out, reach wide, take up some space. Exhale, hands to your hips and parallel your feet so your toes face the long edge of your mat, maybe slightly pigeon-toed. Lift your heart, breathe in. Fold forward over your legs as you breathe out. Hands can release to the ground, head and neck can release down. You can take a little bit of movement here, side to side. You can walk your hands forward, reach for your big toes, or interlace your hands behind your back. We've got another time to come to this shape on our second side, so there's no rush to do it all, but you do have some time to explore. Take 2 more full rounds of breath. Turn toward your right foot, so hands below your shoulders. Turn toward your right foot, that side of your mats, and set up for lizard pose. Right foot shimmies out to the side. Both hands inside your foot. Back knee is lifted or lowered, you decide. If there's other variations you like here, a twist, right hand reaching for your back foot. Coming to the outer edge of your foot, you can go there. One more full round of breath. You're gonna take this to Malasana, left foot steps outside your left wrist, heels in, toes out, send your hips down. Hands to your heart, lift your chest, open your heart space. Reach up through the crown of your head and breathe. Option to stay here, hang out a little bit longer, meet us in a forward fold, or play with the crow pose. For crow, hands down, knees onto triceps, bend your elbows, make a little shelf. It really helps to look forward, so look more forward than you think you need to. Press into your fingertips, lift one foot, maybe the other, maybe both lift at the same time. And if you like, you can play with hopping that back into chaturanga, or simply finding your variation of a vinyasa to meet in a downward facing dog, or a child's pose. Take your time. Do the transition, the shapes that make the most sense for your breath, your energy in this moment. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. Exhale, step, hopper, float toward your hands, find a forward fold. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, rise to standing, hand sweep high to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. We'll take a good 3 rounds of breath just to be in a standing position. Close your eyes, reset whatever you need. Come back to your intention. Come back to that sense of presence and awareness you've been practicing. Feel free to blink your eyes open. Next, inhale, chair pose, sit low. Exhale, eagle, left arm below your right. Connect hands to shoulders or palms or back of your hands together, and then left thigh up and over your right. Toes down for more support. Behind your calf if your ankle and knees allow. Wherever you are, stack knees below your elbows or elbows above your knees and sit a little deeper. If your shoulders are really crunching up to your ears, can you move them down your back? That might mean adjusting your elbows. Breathe here. Last round of breath. Keep your arms, inhale, lift your knee. Exhale, warrior 3 with eagle arms. Left foot extends back this time. Hug your inner thighs together to drop your left toes toward the ground. So they're not pointing to the side of the room, they're more pointing down. Engage your core. For me, one side's always harder, definitely more tired, second side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, step back, high crescent lunge, arms to the sky. And take some time here, find a little freedom. We've been in a shape similar to this several times. Notice how your body feels now without comparing, but at least noticing any differences. So it doesn't have to be a labeling good or bad. Simply an awareness of this might feel different. Inhale here. Exhale, open to your goddess squat. Adjust your feet as you need. Heels in, toes out. Arms in a cactus shape. Again, you can lift your heel one at a time, maybe both heels at the same time. We've got a few rounds of breath to feel this. Perhaps you can sit a little deeper. Next inhale, turn toward the top of your mats. Find your high crescent lunge. I should say to the other side of your mat. There's not really top and back anymore. Left foot is forward in crescent lunge. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in here. Exhale, sweep your hands back, lean forward. So you can really turn on your left glutes, draw your left hip back and your right hip a little forward to keep things even. Chest is still open even though you're leaning forward. Inhale. Exhale, keep your arms the same. Step your right foot to meet your left, chair plane. Breathe in. Forward fold, relax it down. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, folds. Feet about hip distance apart, if not wider, for ragdoll. Hold opposite elbows, or this time if you like, hands to the back of your neck. A little nod yes, a little shake no. Release any tension in your neck. Let your hands come back to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Left hand below your face, left knee bends. You can always take your left hand in front of your left foot, right arm to the sky. Shoulders out of your ears. This time if you like a half bind, right hand can wrap behind your back. Maybe find your left inner thigh or crease at your hip. Slowly unwind. Halfway lift again. Right knee bends, right hand below your face or in front of your foot. On your fingertips is totally great. Left arm to the sky. Find that space, shoulders out of ears. Maybe a half bind working toward your right hip crease or thigh. And then a little funky transition. If you have the half bind, reach your left arm to the sky. We're taking this to half moon. Weight into your right hand, right foot. Feel free to keep a little bend to shift the weight. And then maybe start to straighten out your right leg. Left leg extends behind you. Left arm reaches high. Imagine taking up space. Extending in all directions. Forward, back, up and down. Remember your breath. Full inhale. Exhale, step back to warrior two. Right knee is bent. Arms reach out long. Gaze over your right fingertips, if that's okay, on your neck. 2 full breaths. Inhale to star pose, heels in, toes out. Reach wide, look up. Exhale, hands to your hips, parallel your feet. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine, lift your heart. Fold forward with a flat back as you exhale all the way down to your wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands relax, head and neck relax. And then movement of choice, stillness of choice, shape of choice. Give yourself permission to do less, to be more, to not overthink or overanalyze. 2 more full rounds of breath. You can always take more. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Turn toward your left foot, find your lizard pose. Left foot shimmies out to the side, hands inside your foot. Back knee lifted or lowered. Movement, stillness, a twist. Try to keep space where your body wants to collapse. Shoulders to ears, hip flexors, low back, wherever that is for you. Can you breathe, imagine, allow more space in those areas that you tend to hold tension or tightness? If your back knee is lowered, lift it back up. We'll step up toward Malasana Squat, right foot outside your right wrist, heels in, toes out, hips low, hands to heart, to lift your chest and lift through the crown of your head. Find that space like there's a string reaching you up to the ceiling. Again, option to stay. You can always meet us here in a forward folds. Come straight back to a child's pose or down dog, or if you want to play one more time with crow, crow prep, hands down, knees to triceps. I really bend my elbows, hug them in. You can always place your knees outside your arms if that's better for you. For me, I climb them all the way to my armpits. Look forward, shift forward so the weight comes into your hands and fingers. Float your feet. One or both. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just a pose. Breathe through it. Eventually transition to your child's pose, to your downward facing dog. You choose how and when you arrive. Deep breath in. Flutter your lips out like a horse. Again, inhale. Flutter it out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, make your way to your hands, step, hop, or float. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Rise up, reach up, sweep your hands to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. A moment to find a sense of steadiness, groundedness. Shift your weight into your left foot. When you're ready, please take your time and hug your right knee into your chest. Hands can interlace around your shin or in front of your knee. And feel free to lift it really high, squeeze it in. Just notice if you're leaning back with your upper body, can you keep the weight even between your toes and your heels to lift up through the crown of your head. Option to stay right here. Option to take your right hand to the front of your knee, left hand to your hip. Open your leg out to the side, or if you have the space in your hamstrings, right arm inside your knee, fingers wrap around your big toe to extend your leg forward. Maybe your leg opens to the side from there. You can always keep it still. You can always move back to one of those previous steps or variations. Wherever you are, hands to your heart, hover your knee, your foot, inhale. Exhale, standing split, swing your leg back, reach your hands down to the ground, relax your head and neck. Breathe in here, foot a little higher. Exhale, curtsy squat, right knee to left calf. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat, drop your right knee, and crawl your left toes a little bit forward. A couple little shimmies forward to take a half splits. Left leg works towards straight. Mine still has a little bend. Yours might have a big bend. Hands can come back to blocks. Lift your heart, lengthen your spine, breathe in, and then exhale, bow as much as your body allows over your leg. Breathe into sensation. One more round of breath. Plant your left foot, bend your left knee, hands frame your foot, lift your back knee like we did at the beginning of our practice. Simply turn all the way around to the back of your mats. Right knee is bent, low lunge, and then step forward, left foot meets right. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, just folds. Come into a little toe squat. Lift your heels, drop your bottom to your knees. If your knees don't allow for this, just sit all the way down into a cobbler's pose. We will meet you there. Butterfly shape with your legs. Otherwise, you can play with balance. Stack your shoulders over your hips, hands to your heart, really engage low belly. Maybe hang out here. Maybe begin to open your knees so that the soles of your feet work toward each other. Still on your toes with your heels lifted. As you've had enough, lower all the way down. Find your cobbler's pose, feet together, knees out wide. Lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward or round forward. You choose flat back or rounded spine. Find what feels the best for you right now. I like to use my elbows to gently press my legs a little bit more open. You might prefer arms forward or give yourself a foot massage. And then slowly lift yourself up. We're gonna move into Pigeon, funky transition. If you know you've got knee step and you'd rather be in a figure four, you can come onto your back, take your left ankle over your right thigh. Otherwise, you're gonna lean to your left, swing your right leg behind you to find Pigeon with your left shin in front. So adjust as you need. Doesn't matter the angle of your shin. Mine is quite a big bend here. Try to lengthen your spine, sit up, and then allow yourself to go a little deeper. Forearms down if that's accessible. Maybe head and neck relax if that feels good. Notice where you feel the sensation of this shape, where you can practice more presence, more awareness, to really making this a yoga practice, a union, the connection. If you're on your back, you can rock and roll your way up or simply roll your way back up to a seat. We're gonna take this to a three-legged dog. Hands plants, right toes tuck under, left leg floats up and back. Open up your hip, bend your knee, allow a little bit of movement, some shakes, some circles, wiggles. Extend your left leg long, breathe in. Cross your left knee over to your right elbow, extend your leg like you're gonna take a fallen triangle, and then simply sit down. So left hip toward the ground. You're gonna turn toward the other side of your mat, all the way backwards. Swing your left leg forward so your legs meet, and then create a boat pose. Knees in, float your shins, arms out wide. And I'm not totally straight on my mat, and that's okay. Try to let go of any perfectionism. Full breath in. Exhale, release. Feet down, give yourself a little hug. Adjust if you need to on your mat. We're gonna rock and roll to a standing forward fold, hands behind your legs. Rock forward and back the length of your spine. Maybe you can come all the way up without using your hands. Feet closer to bums helps. Momentum helps. Totally okay if you wanna use your hands. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Adjust as you need, we're almost there. Weight into your right foot, hug your left knee into your chest, interlace your hands around your shin. Lift your heart. Keep your weight even between your toes and your heels. Sit up, stand up tall. Stay, or left hand to knee, right hand to hip. You can open your knee out to the side if you like. You can take the big toe grab, arm inside your knee, extend your leg if your hamstrings allow. Same option to open or stay. Wherever you are, hands to your heart, hover your foot, your knee, breathe in. Exhale to standing splits, hands down, leg high. Inhale here. Exhale, little curtsy squat, left knee to right calf. Breathe in, lift your leg high. Breathe out, big step back. Drop your left knee. Shimmy your right toes a little forward, find your half splits. Right leg works towards straight, toes reach up to the sky. Lift your heart, lengthen your spine, and then gently bow over your leg to your own extent. Once again, just feeling and breathing, never forcing. One more round of breath. Rebend into your right knee, plant your palms, lift your back knee. Take that journey to the left, all the way around to the other end of your mats. Bend your left knee, take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, right foot steps up to meet your left, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Tuck and curl into a little ball this time. Drop your heels toward your bottom, round your forehead to your knees. And then come all the way down to cobbler's pose. Once more, feet together, knees out wide, your butterfly shape. Lift your heart, breathe in. Hinge it forward as you breathe out. We won't be here quite as long, just 2 breaths to feel maybe a little bit more depth this second side. Lift yourself up. If you took recline figure 4, you're welcome to come onto your back. Otherwise, weight into your right hand, right hip, swing your left leg around, set up your pigeon with your right shin in front. Find some length and some space, and then some depth. You've got a few good rounds of breath here to really be. Acknowledge the thoughts. Your mind is really good at thinking. Allow that to happen, but don't get caught up in it. If you're on your back, you can rock and roll your way back up to a seat or just come to a seat. Take this to 3-legged dog, hands down, tuck your back toes, right leg sweeps up and back, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, movement, shake it out, draw some circles. Extend your right leg straight, inhale. Right knee to left elbow, exhale, extend your right leg and lower onto your right hip. Turn toward the back leg, all the way around. Draw your right leg to meet your left. Scoot yourself a little back to center if you need to adjust. Arms reach forward this time and then super slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Bring your hands by your sides. Walk your feet in so they're below your knees. Set up for a bridge pose. Press into your feet. Use your glutes and your hamstrings to lift your hips. Maybe hands stay flat or interlaced. Try to keep your neck pretty still, some space behind your neck. Full breaths into your belly and along the length of your spine, as if you could draw your knees forward and get even longer from your knees to the crown of your head. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. If you have your hands connected, release them. Roll through your spine to come down. Hug your knees to your chest. Happy baby, knees outside your ribs, feet flex up to the sky. And then find your way into your version of Shavasana. Legs extended, eyes closed. Maybe you prefer to have your eyes open or be in a seat. Just let everything settle here for a moment, a pause. And know that you can stay here as long as you like, or begin to add movement, wiggles, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, full body stretch. Keep your eyes closed or soft. Turn to one side. Pause there just for a moment. And slowly make your way up to a seated position unless you're already in a seat. Bring your hands together in front of your hearts. Acknowledge that full circleness of your practice, of your life, of the universe, and all that it encompasses. Notice how you feel right now. Gently bow your head forward in silence to finish off your practice. Thank you. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you very soon.